And here's your vanilla anniversary brownies with whipped caramel.
Thank you very much.
Oh, this is good.
Oh, it's very good.
What'd you get?
Anniversary cake.
I don't know what that is, but I got cherries, and this is great.
The brownie bites on top and the whipped cream might be more important, though. So, Joe, this kind of reminds me of back in 2015 when Bluebell Creameries issued their first recall in their 108-year history. The recall was issued on several items that were produced in Oklahoma after the discovery of 5 listeriosis cases, and I believe 3 of those patients ended up dying. A sampling program by Bluebell found several positive tests for Listeria monocytogenes in different places and plants, and the company recalled over 8 million gallons of ice cream. That'd be one big ice cream social.
Do you know what I remember, Steve? Is that FDA found that the company was aware of the situation and failed to take adequate protocol that would have prevented the outbreaks from occurring. In addition, they found it 2 years prior to the recalls in 2013 and again in 2014 that the company had isolated listeria from one of its manufacturing plants and did not adequately follow up and investigate the matter at all.
Yeah, amazing. This is a pretty good ice cream.
You know, one thing we learned from this outbreak is that very small numbers of Listeria monocytogenes can cause illnesses such as this. Anyway, the U.S. Department of Justice launched a criminal investigation into Bluebell Creameries to determine what Bluebell executives may have known about the contamination, when they knew, and what they did in response. Bluebell executives were indicted for conspiracy and wire fraud for the alleged cover-up. You know, Steve, in addition to the indictment, the company pled guilty of distributing adulterated ice cream and agreed to pay a penalty of $19.4 million, which was the second largest penalty ever involving a food safety case.
Who would have thought you could go to jail for making ice cream?
I know.
What was the largest penalty ever, Joe?
That was Chipotle Restaurant, who paid a penalty of $25 million relative to an outbreak from their restaurants that sickened over 1,100 people between 2015 and 2018.
Well, Joe, we need to finish our ice cream. It's time to go to lunch.
Let's go. Well, Steve, this journey was just a small selection of the foodborne illness episodes involving pathogens that have caused some real tragic and unfortunate outbreaks.
Researchers have identified more than 250 foodborne diseases. Most of them are infections caused by bacteria, viruses, and parasites. Others are caused by harmful toxins and chemicals.
Yeah, but you know, most sadly, is these illnesses are really preventable. And many just go unreported to public health authorities. They're clearly a burden on public health, and they contribute significantly to the cost of healthcare. They continue to be a real major challenge to our food protection community.
Absolutely. Although anyone can get an illness, some people are at a greater risk for getting sick.
But who are the faces of food safety? I think it's the children. And I think they illustrate the real importance of our food protection community.
AFTO members and the people AFTO represents are the public health officials that are on the front line. They're investigating, they're in the facilities, they're also doing the laboratory work to help determine and investigate and prevent foodborne illness from occurring.
These are all noble professions, Steve, and we understand that there will be more emerging challenges in the future. So perhaps it's time we press on to 2023.
On to Norfolk we go.
Let's go.